The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're 5-1 through 6 games, and no question, they've been one of the NBA's most impressive teams here early in.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto as the Raptors look to work their home court advantage. A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Cavaliers. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
They have really hit the ground running this year. It's hard to imagine things coming together for them any better or quicker. They've been dominant in the early season.
Not the team you want to face right now. Never in mid-season form. They've been playing in championship form here early on.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Varejao in at the 5. Now, here is Irving. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt. Kyrie Irving, an explosive scorer. We all know that. His rate of assists continually dropping over his NBA career. And Greg, does he need to be more of a pure point guard?
You know, he does have the advantage of playing with LeBron James, one of the best playmakers in the league. It's a good fit, I think, at this stage of his career because right now they need him to score the basketball while he continues to improve his point guard skills.
Here's James following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Love wide open. He fires. Good, and the assist goes to James.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach David Blatt. He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Carroll. Anderson Varejao making his last shot. Passes it to Mr. Clutch. A wide open look here for DeRozan. Buries the long-range jumper. DeRozan's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of times in the first quarter, it will dictate how big a role a player has later on.
Outside Irving. Dishes to LeBron. Lets it go from 14. You know what? And Toronto will go the other way with it. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking to me. You hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you play. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Toronto's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Toronto had a strong season against the East last year. They would end up with 33 wins against their own conference and earn that 4 seed in the East.
Here's James following the score by DeMar DeRozan. The drive by James. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. That's good. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Love. Talking about that win against the Magic, he was definitely a major factor as well. And the Raptors did play the other East teams well, went 500 against the rest of the Eastern Conference playoff teams, too.
And despite that, we know the Raptors had a disappointing playoff run to end the year, but I thought they still showed that they are power in the East by having another strong season against the conference.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. You're much better off making him go to the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Washington, he's checked in for Love. Shumpert comes in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Kyrie Irving. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against the Magic.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
It's Williams with the drive, banked in off the glass.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Now here's Williams. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan. Cavaliers leading. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. James wide open. Good on the three-point shot. James has got 7 points in the game. Toronto, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And here's LeBron outside. They get it back. Thompson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Well, he's back and playing in front of his hometown, and it's such a rush of adrenaline when that happens. So you're going to be dealing with friends and family asking for tickets, but the chance to come back to play where it all started and put on a show for the people you grew up with, there's not much more that's better in terms of motivation.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers ahead as they wrap up the first quarter with a 13-5 run. I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there, caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it, and some guys don't. But he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Raptors 5 right now. Mr. Clutch out there with DeRozan. Then it's Damari Carroll. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Scola in at the 4 slot.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too. The fadeaway.
Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, so his numbers declined. But that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
That's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down. But still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Scola dishes to Carroll. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Here's DeRozan. Hits it from three-point range. DeRozan's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Outside Irving. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And, you know, for Love last season, we knew he'd be in a supporting role to LeBron. You put any player next to LeBron, and he automatically becomes some kind of role player.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
It's clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. You got to play without fouls.
And thinking back to Love and his numbers last year, we saw the same thing from Bosh when he played with LeBron. Love and Bosh had similar reductions in scoring, but both were still great players, and they both had the ability to adapt and impact the game in other ways.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. Irving kicks to James. Feeds it to Love. A fader. No good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Irving. Kicks it out to Love. Here's Varejao. Nice D from DeRozan.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot on.
Cleveland with a very strong year last year. They were a very solid team on the road as Coach LeBron led teams on.
Yeah, he's a special guy in terms of how he can elevate other players. Didn't start out hot on the road, but eventually got it together and ended up 22-19 away from home.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Varejao. Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Williams in for Irving. On the wing, DeRozan. Now the pass to Mr. Clutch. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Carroll, no one around him. And he gets it to go from the corner. Carroll's got 4 points in the quarter.
And back to the Cavs and their road play. A lot of these players coming in can struggle early. It's especially evident when playing on the road. And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting them get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Here's LeBron. Reverses. He lays it in. James has got 11.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to DeRozan. He kicks to Carroll. Here's Mr. Clutch. He started by Williams. On the wing, DeRozan. Shumpert with the steal. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
LeBron against Carroll. The drive by James, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like this, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Shot is off, and a pretty...
Gentlemen, I'm over here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Efficiency.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You know, we talk so often about making your teammates better, and his ability to see the floor and then make those passes on time in that first half was the key.
Boy, I tell you what, they say he's not a playmaker, but he certainly has fooled me with the way he's performing right now.
Checking out the group for David Blatt to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Love and Bergeau are up front. And it's James in at the small forward position.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Here's DeRozan. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. James has got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Irving dishes to James. To the middle. And Bergeau, the bucket on the assist by LeBron. 6 points for Anderson Bergeau.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Carroll. Almost, but it rolls out.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Irving can't get it to go. There's trail by 7. It's taken away by Smith. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. And that one's good. Irving's got 6 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And, of course, always keeping an eye on the top rookies in the league. We get a chance to see the first-year players with the most steals this season. And you look at Mr. Clutch, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
And Carroll gets it to go.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
That's good. That's now 8 points for Anderson Bergeau.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
LeBron with the bucket. And it's a 9-point Cleveland lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Bergeau. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Smith.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Down low. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from DeRozan. Irving kicks to Shumpert. Thompson, a screen on Carroll. Thompson passes to Shumpert. Thompson sets the pick for Shumpert. Inside. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Shumpert. And that's now 6 points for Mo Williams.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Carroll with the three. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
no telling how much larger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting. I mean, come on, this guy's kept him in it.
And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Irving. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Lets it fly from 18. And he hits the jump shot. Irving's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's Mr. Clutch. And it would have counted had it fallen, but and as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 10. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Cleveland leading by 10. Jamari Carroll is out there with Scola. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's DeRozan. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. The screen from Thompson. 6 to shoot. Smith dishes to Love. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all with a block.
Nobody near Irving. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 15 points for Kyrie Irving. Raptors trail by 12. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Story. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling. Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
Balanced scoring Clark for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watch it. Okay? It's only better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively.
Anderson Varejão's checked in for the Cavaliers.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Irving with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Irving misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's DeRozan. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
James, the basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. You know, one of the more impressive things that we know about LeBron James is that he is one of the great leaders in the NBA. His voice carries a lot of weight, and he hasn't been shy about raising his voice on social issues either. Good to see.
And he gets it to go. 19 points for Mr. Clutch. Timeout called the Cavaliers. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what David Blatt said to the team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And that one's good by LeBron.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the East?
And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Irving attacking. Can't cash in from close range.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
James kicks to Irving. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter. That's good. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Here's Valanciunas.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
The Cavaliers leading by 12. Stolen away. Here's Mr. Clutch. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Mr. Clutch. 19 points and 14 assists as we've seen. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important. And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Cavaliers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Greg, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in Game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for LeBron James. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Outside Irving. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. We see the Cavaliers.
Hi, Kevin. Well, LeBron, after a first half that looked like it could go either way, what was the difference maker down the stretch in this game?
Well, the 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
He was doing some serious battling with the bigs down low. He's not afraid to go hard to the rack wherever he had the chance. He doesn't care about their size. He's going in there, and he's going.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.